Oh, Lord have mercy. What's up, y'all? Good afternoon. So, y'all know that I am a very, very, very busy woman. I am constantly busy. I barely have time to go out. I barely have time to do anything. And last night, y'all, I was attacked again by another reptilian on YouTube. And I've got tons of work to do for clients. I've got a candle that I've got to ship out. I've got another ritual that I have to do for another client. It is so annoying, and I'm going to give y'all a couple of minutes to get in here because the reptilians, they stay up all day, all night. They don't require a lot of sleep. What's up, musically inclined? I'm doing good. I wanted to come and ask for prayers, though, because I don't know what these people's problem is, and this is what I got to tell you. I have a lot of responsibilities to take care of, and I don't play around. When it comes to my children, I don't play around. And, the reason why I call them reptilians is because they do not have a sense of responsibility at all. So right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find cheaper insurance for the car. That's what I'm trying to do. And because insurance down here in Georgia is astronomically expensive, in my opinion. I moved down here from Kansas, and it is absolutely a big, huge, huge difference. It's a huge difference from the insurance over over here in Kansas. Like, I literally was paying $30 per month for full coverage. I'm sorry, liability. Full coverage would have been $60. Down here, it's triple that amount in Georgia. Triple down here, where the minimum wage is $7 an hour. It makes no sense that in Georgia, the insurance would be that high. Okay, thank you, musically inclined. Because you know what's so weird is that I spend time with my children all day. I'm constantly helping my daughter with her baby. And I'm always busy. I am always busy with other responsibilities. And this reptilian uses, ignorant things like, I couldn't believe it. This man was up, or this demon was up at 4 o'clock in the morning talking about me and somebody else that I ain't even talked to. I haven't spoke to this person all day. And this person and his reptilian alliance was up at 4 o'clock in the morning just badgering me, harassing me, and she needs to have her children taken and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, what in the world? I told y'all these people are soulless demons. I told y'all that. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And you know what? They don't have any sense of responsibility at all. They don't. They don't have any sense of responsibility. They don't have to worry about, hold on. They don't have to worry about things that us common folk, I guess, have to worry about. And you can tell how displaced Their responsibility is, and here's the thing, they don't talk to you. See, this is how you can tell when it's a desperate reptilian. This is how you can tell. They will just turn on their camera and they will just start talking about you and what's going on in your life, and they have no idea what it is that you're actually doing. Literally, I could either have a death in the family, one of my kids could be sick, my dog could be dying. It doesn't matter. They are so disconnected. They are so disconnected from reality and from the real world. Like and then they'll say, oh, you humans worried about your bills. That's exactly what this man says. Oh, you worried about your bills? Well, guess what? I want to talk about what you're doing. And it's like, how would you know what I'm doing when you barely even leave your driveway? This man is in another state online discussing who I am. This is how you can tell these people are not human, literally. And it's just really starting to irritate me. And I don't know what their obsession is with me, to be honest with you. I have no idea. Hold on a minute. It's so freaking annoying. And literally, I am on here to get clients. All these, and then, you know what, guys, what irritates me is that it walks around in black skin, claiming to be black. That's what irritates me. And you know why I think that they attack me so much? I think the reason why they attack me so much is because I fight back against them. I don't allow them to do a lot of half of the disgusting things that they would do. So yesterday I discussed reptilians twice. Over on my Terror Queen Jamila Live channel, and then over here. And they were out for blood. They were angry. They were angry. It's like, well, why don't you just leave people alone? Why don't you just stop bothering people? And you know what was so sad? This man was trying to prove some kind of point about me. He has no idea what I do in my personal life. He has no idea what's going on. And you can tell that it's something wrong with them. And it's something very, very off about them, because, you know, a lot of them, they don't even confirm with you what could possibly be going on in your life. They don't even have enough decency. And I told y'all they were disconnected from any kind of empathy, any kind of anything. And it's been this same reptilian guy. And I showed pictures of him on my other channel. Okay, hold on a minute. It's ridiculous, you guys. It really is. And I'm sick of these ones on YouTube, because they are literally here to try to ruin your reputation, to try to ruin you, harass you. I was being stalked by the same person for 4 years, and it's still stalking me. And you can tell that I know what I'm talking about, because last night, when because he called himself looking at the video that I made about him, and you could tell that it disturbed him. You could tell that he did not want people to know what he was, because he said, I'm just a regular guy, is what he said. Why would you feel the need to tell people that you're just a regular guy if that's what you are, if I'm not actually exposing you? And it's annoying, you guys, because they don't have responsibilities. Typically what reptilians do is they squat inside of somebody else's house, because they do not literally have any placement on this earth. They literally don't know where they belong. And that's another way that you can tell that something is a reptilian. Hold on, y'all. Let me get me some ginger ale. That's another way you can tell, because they literally have no place. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing. This guy wants attention so bad. He wants attention so bad that he literally, and then also supposedly, and I think I don't even believe anything that any of them say anymore. Supposedly, he was thrown out of his house by his baby mama. You know, it's sad when in 2019 you don't have a place to live because your baby mama won't let you live there. Okay? I have been taking care of my children since they were born. This is a person that literally, and what makes me mad, and it has nothing to do with black and white. A lot of people keep saying black and white. It has nothing to do with race. It is all about these people and their inability to fit into society. A lot of people, when you think about a reptilian, you think, oh, this is somebody that's going to be very successful. You're thinking, oh, this is somebody that's going to have money. No, reptilians actually they don't have no connection because they don't have the same stuff that human beings have. I'm literally trying to close on a house. You think they care? You think they care? They don't. They don't care. It's just a sad situation. It really is. And you know what? To the single mothers out there, we all need to pray together, because for some reason, the single mothers are the ones that they target mostly. Literally, you know what happened? I went on somebody's show. I discussed something with this person on the show. And these people attacked me and said that I should be, whatever, and my kids should be taken away from me based upon a 13-minute show yesterday. And you know what? It's not really that. I told y'all it was about the fact that they were angry. It was about the fact that they were angry that I spoke about them yesterday. It's sad. In the world. Okay, y'all, I'm filling out this thing for my car insurance. So I need to try and find an insurance agent. I don't want Geico. I really don't want Geico. Geico was way too expensive. Well, I was like, really? Really? Another lady on YouTube did a video about single mothers who get bashed. If you go to that, let me tell you why. Because reptilians are so disconnected. Who's this? Yeah, but I would rather you had emailed me instead of calling me. Okay, well then I don't want to talk to you then. All right, bye-bye. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I don't want Geico insurance. Geico is way too expensive. I'm going to take the time to actually get better insurance than Geico. You know why musically inclined? Because I believe it's because they are trying to supply. They're trying to supply. This reptilian actually, before he ended his show, he threatened to call defects on me because of a relationship between me and somebody that he has no idea about. And I believe that they're hungry and they're obsessed with children, is what I think that it is. So they figured, the single mothers are going to be their supply. That's basically what they use single mothers for, because after all, if you're a single mother, you don't really love your kids if you're a single mother. Only married mothers, only people that have a marriage certificate actually love their kids. So they're completely disconnected from reality of being a human being. You see what I'm saying? So these people having no life, literally having no life at all. Okay? Like you know what? You know the things that are swarming through my head. What am I going to feed my kids tomorrow? What bill is due? Which bill is due? I've got bills that are due. And I was going to talk about that seriously today. That's why I kind of laughed it off last night. But it's so annoying because they literally have no sense of responsibility and they just don't care. And it's because the only thing that matters to them is their agenda. Mm. Wow, I didn't know that there were other single mothers being. It's probably the same group of people. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That to me would fit their MO completely. That would fit their MO. Because you know what single mothers are doing? Single mothers are doing what? Taking care of their kids. And this guy that I don't know, have never met, will never meet, feels the need to feel some type of authority, you know what I'm saying, over my family. And it's like, who are you? He's nobody to us. We don't know this man or thing or whatever he is. He just goes and flips out. And it's always an advocation for my children to be taken. Not his own children. Supposedly he has his own children. Supposedly. He has sets of children by several different women. Several, right? He has several different children by several different women. Why is this reptilian's responsibility not to his own children? He has none. It's sad, man. And I'm sitting up here looking at this dude and I'm like, are you for real? Do you realize all of the things that I have to do? And another thing, they're bored. They're bored. They just do stuff out of boredom. So I think what I'm going to have to go ahead and do is go ahead and get the police involved again. Because as a YouTuber, you don't have the right to go on your channel and start to make affirmations about people's kids. You don't. So trust me, I'm going to do something about it. As soon as I get this situation taken care of, I've got to go up to the DMV today. And guys, please believe that they have people set up in the city, because one of them came by and stole my license plate. I'm not kidding with you. And they're angry because I have a car. That was why they were angry. And it's like, wait a minute, don't you have a car? Like, it's y'all. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. And they're constantly trying to get revenge on people instead of just taking care of their life. So this demon gets to come online and say whatever he wants to say about my children. Again, he doesn't realize, because he's trying to shame me for somebody else saying something crazy about my children. But then again, you're using my children. You're exploiting my children. He's exploiting my children. It's just, y'all, I can't make this stuff up. I swear to you, I cannot make this stuff up. Okay. I don't know if I have anti-lock brakes. It's just insane, you guys. I swear to you. And you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. A lot of times we discount these people as being bums. No, it goes a lot deeper than that. It goes a lot deeper than that. Right. That's exactly what it is. But see, another thing that is that what irritates me is that you're just going to use my family, use my name in your title because he's so desperate for cash. What kind of human, if you were actually a human being, don't you think that you would have been able to start surviving in this reality by now? Why is it so difficult for them to survive? And why is it always a black male? Oh, gotta get back with somebody. You know, it's really got to stop. It really does. Right. And you know what? That's how you can tell. I hate to tell y'all, but you know, a male that does that, that literally cannot survive except for off of the backs of women and children. Literally, it was so disgusting. Um, he has no idea what I do in my private life, none whatsoever. He doesn't. It's just the reality of it. But what he wanted to do was he wanted to collect donations. So he basically just used me, used my children, and it's just it's y'all. I can't with these people. I can't with these people. I really can't. I've got a lot of important stuff that I need to do. I have stuff that I need to do for clients. And then not to mention my own personal stuff that I have to take care of. But see, they don't have anything. And see, years ago, I tried to reason with it. It doesn't understand. It doesn't. It doesn't. Look at Chelsea Young. That's one of my favorite emoji comments. Years ago, I explained to it. I said, look, you live underneath somebody, literally underneath in his mother's basement, right? Supposedly he lives with his mother. Okay. I said, don't you understand that I have children and I have bills to pay? And what he'll do, he'll go on his platform and he'll try to say passionately, that's all y'all talk about is that y'all got bills to pay. What? That's all y'all talk about. That's because we do have bills to pay. So I just and you know, obviously it's mad, you know. Not to mention the fact that I have to I have to teach my children. See this these people have literally like and for years they were calling CPS on me for years. For years. Like every other month I had CPS over here. And you know, it's because it has nothing to do with their concern for children. It doesn't. It's just so that they can attack. These people have no empathy at all. Like at all. It's so annoying. I have gotten to the point where I am just so tired. I didn't know you could get a discount on your insurance if you have a college degree. Oh my God, you were so right, musically inclined. You were so right. Musically inclined said he is mad he can't use any of his children to claim housing and welfare is all. I know, and that's the first thing that they go to because they want something free. And I've always worked for what I have. And you know what? My children, and I can guarantee you that the mother of this person's children, they see that mother get up every day and go to work on some level. And this is a like, but I'm telling y'all, the fact that if you're supposed to be a man, okay, if you're supposed to be a man, hold on, is this? Give me the quote. Yeah, I was insured by Geico, but they were just way too expensive. And I was like, I can't do Geico. I can't do it. And I'm wondering if this, what I'm trying to find is somebody that is definitely cheaper than Geico. Musically inclined said he wants to be a woman. That's a possibility. But you know why they want to be women? Because they think that women just get everything free. You know what I'm saying? They think that life is better for women or something. And I can honestly tell you that I have always had to work for what I have. I have never, ever, ever been able to sit around and sponge off of anybody ever. I have worked. Look, I was such a hard worker that I went back to work when my baby was 2 weeks old once. But according to them, I'm just on welfare. And I think it's just something that they can say just to, just I think it's just something for them to say, but they actually don't get it. To be honest with you, welfare benefits is something that people get maybe if they, are really doing bad in life. I've never had that problem. And they just, it's so annoying. So yeah, he attacked me. And I think, hold on, guys. Hmm. Hold on, y'all. I've got to look up something real quick. Yeah, they're totally disconnected from reality, though. Just to let you guys know, they are absolutely disconnected. Especially when you see the ones that have no responsibility. And this one is so out of touch with reality. He actually asked, why don't animals have to pay rent? He actually asked that. And he goes around and says that he's smart. He says that he's smart, y'all. He says that he's smart because he said that he doesn't understand why animals don't have to pay rent. And he'll actually yell and scream and say, give me donations. You know, give me donations, and yelling and screaming, why y'all talking about y'all got to pay y'all bills? Give me donations. Just okay, musically inclined. It's just it's really, y'all. Now my texts and emails is popping because um I did that insurance quotes and now everybody's following up with me. Give me a second. Well, my spirits, I'm gonna tell y'all something. My spirits and ascended masters, they are very powerful, and they ain't been doing nothing but showing them to the door. That's what they've been doing for the longest. They ain't even been messing around with them. So it, like, because of these people who are totally out of touch with reality, and you know, they think us humans are just stupid. Why are y'all living in this world? And why are y'all flourishing in this world? You know, why y'all doing that? I would be sitting here working and there would be people knocking at the door, literally. It's the most annoying thing ever. Yeah, exactly, Faith. And but what is the problem with these with it, like, okay, I'm starting to get very suspicious of these so-called males who have a very, very hard time surviving. Like they can't even really barely survive, you know, and you're going to tell me somebody that, like, literally I work 12 hours per day, not to mention cooking and cleaning. My daughter, bless her heart, she has started helping me with the cooking in the house. She really has, because, you know, she needs to learn how to cook anyway. But she just, you know, offered her help to help me because my kids can see that not only am I working, but I'm dealing with these people. And it's the most, it's really the most annoying thing ever. Hello? This is she. Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you have all of the information that you needed? Yeah. Yes. Um, I bought it last year and like, yeah. And yeah. I'm currently renting. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead and text it to me. And then I can just call you back. Yeah, just liability. Yeah, I had Geico insurance, but it was way too expensive. See, I moved down here from Kansas, and I couldn't believe how high it was. So yeah, I'm looking for a good price. Okay, okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Mhm. Hey, Christina. Christiana. That's a pretty name, Christiana. So anyway, that's his little contribution to the world. He's bitter because he was thrown out. Evidently, this is the story. Even though, guys, I don't even know what to say about it. But his contribution to society is stalking and harassing women online that take care of their responsibilities. That's basically what they do. Hold on, y'all. I gotta send somebody my booking link. But you know what the good thing about it is, y'all, is that I've learned psychic defenses because you have to use a totally different psychic defense against them. Oh, where is my? There we go. I think it's one of the major things which has changed in societies. I think some men resent women having any kind of power, for want of a better word. Yeah, some men just think they are entitled to anything a woman has. Yeah, and you know what? I've never met this person. Never. And I think that the whole thing that they talk about with like relationships and dating. I don't believe in them. I really don't. I believe that they just want to attack women is what I think. And I asked him last night, I said, why don't you have any concern for your children that you're not taking care of? I mean, when you think about it, if he's online, if he claims that he has a full-time job, if he's working full-time and then on YouTube for the rest of the time, why aren't you spending time with your children? And instead of him making his situation better, because God forbid, I mean, God forbid this man try to make his own life better. God forbid. That's how you can tell that they're not normal, they're not human. Instead of making his life better in some kind of way, he opts, no, I'm not going to do anything to make my life better. I'm going to go online and attack people that I know are successful. I'm going to attack women that I know, and it's so annoying. It really is. Let's see what this quote is. So the reason why I call this person as a reptilian is because it doesn't register in their brain that they're supposed to take care of their responsibilities. No, instead, I'm going to harass you all the time. And it's just so annoying. It really is so annoying. Good Lord. If anybody is in Georgia, I think I'm going to ask around on Facebook. If anybody is in Georgia that knows some decent insurance, can y'all please let me know? Okay, hold on. Let me see what this one says. I don't know. I know that last night I did spell work because there's always the intent to screw up your life. There's always, okay? I'm trying to connect. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. I don't know. I've got a lot of people on Facebook that are actually from Georgia that might be able to. But I don't know, like, well, I don't even know what to say because, like, okay, when I was in Kansas, I was literally paying $29 per month for liability only. And like I said, full coverage would have been 60 per month. And I think while I was still paying on my vehicle, I actually did pay for full coverage because I think they require for me to have full coverage. But like, I think that even though the insurance is higher here in Georgia, um, the food tax the food taxes were actually higher in Kansas. So I think it kind of evens itself out because the taxes down here are really, really cheap. Oh, So yeah, man, I'm telling you. But last night I did some work, y'all. I did some work on this food before I went to bed last night because I am tired of it and I am going to keep fighting back spiritually against these people. And as a mother, you can't ever give up because if you're already a mother and you ended up being a single mother, and see, this is something that they're totally disconnected from. They have no connection to anything that's actually human. And you've got to deal with, your life within itself. And this is one of the reasons why I kind of regret ever doing the vlogs like that with the children, because that's kind of how I started on YouTube. But then I switched it up. I decided to go ahead and but when you're already dealing with that enough, like, and then to have to deal with this extra bull crap, it can be difficult. But to me, it's worth it because I will never, ever disappoint my children. I will never, ever tell my children that I can't feed them because of some, disgusting, weird, inhuman reptile. You know what I'm saying? I would never, ever tell them that. And that's the one thing that my children are going to always remember is that regardless to what my mama went through, she pulled through for us constantly. Okay. And I'm telling you that spiritual work is the key because, guys, if I were not a practitioner, what's up, Catavia? If I were not a practitioner, I'd have been done lost my mind. You know what I'm saying? If I was just can you imagine having somebody like that in your actual real life? And since I don't have nobody like that in my actual real life, they want to recreate this because I don't even hang around with people like that. I would never have somebody around me that is so out of touch with reality. You know what I'm saying? And will sit and rather and instead of this person getting themselves to a point where they can support themselves and where they can support their family, they sit around and make excuses and try to scapegoat and try to shift. They try to shift that that burden onto a single mother. Like, what kind of monster would you have to be to do that? So I don't know. I just sometimes I get a headache from it. I just take my extra strength Tylenol and I keep it moving. But I am, hold on, guys. I am telling you, I would have probably been scattered today when they're doing these shows about people on here. There's certain symptoms that you can have from it. And if I were not doing spiritual work and cleanses and constantly sending that negative energy back to them, my children wouldn't have a mother. They wouldn't. They would not have their mama because that's way too much to have to deal with. And can you imagine the women that go through this, like with these men that are living in their house? At the same time, you're living with a woman in her house, but yet you're putting her through all of these changes. Instead of you dealing with that woman, you're online trying to avoid your responsibilities. And I couldn't even imagine having one of these demonic entities around me because they're distracting. They'll try to distract you. So what I do when they start attacking, and this I swear to the goddess, this is what I do. I light my candles. I do my candle work because they're constantly. This is why they have an aversion to any kind of candle work. They hate fire for some reason. They hate fire. I take all of that energy and I put it into my work. Like I'll probably what I'll do because um hold on a minute. Probably what I will do is and I'm gonna go in a few minutes here, guys, because I gotta do a okay, never mind. I'm gonna tell y'all something though. Even though they have something crazy to say about you, I'm telling you that I hate to say because a lot of people don't like to say God, but God and the goddess loves you for real, and they will take care of you. You just got to know what to do. And my heart goes out to any mother that is dealing with that. Just like Musically Inclined was talking about the single mother that's on here. They naturally gravitate towards single mothers because they assume that single mothers have no male energy in their life. And if there's even the possibility that there's any kind of male energy in your life, they attack you. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, the masculine energy in my life that has been sustaining me for years has strictly been, the protection of deities and spirits and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been single for a long time. I have been. And the reason why is because I made my family and I made my children a priority. That is the reason why. Okay, when it comes to what my children need and when it comes to what my family needs and what we need for this household, all of that other stuff goes on the back burner. In fact, I don't even know why any of them will mention your name if they don't even have the capability to take care of you. They can't even take care of themselves. But yet they're always bringing up your name. Well, I'm sorry, sir. Did you fail at taking care of your own family? And it's something wrong with that because there's a disconnect. You better be paying attention to some of these men that you got up and around you because it is the worst thing dealing with a man that is, or anybody that is just out of touch with reality. And, you're sitting there, your stuff is being disconnected and stuff. And it's because they're disconnected. And I have rent. I have a light bill. I have a gas bill. I have a water bill. I have an insurance bill. Okay, I pay cash for my car because I don't really like car payments. Eventually when I move out of here, I'll probably do that. And then also I have, food. All of these things, when you add them up, this comes up to whatever it is. And, people that are usually like that, they are out of touch with reality. And what they'll say is, oh, what are you talking about? You got to pay your bills, huh? Is that why you're on YouTube? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why I'm on YouTube. Why are you here? To attack people? And that's literally why they're here. And it irritates me whoever is allowing these people to live in their house and use their internet. I pay for my internet every month. I pay for it. Nobody else pays for my internet and my phone and everything else. So it just, and spirits is just all around it and all over it, and they just not having it anymore. This has been something that has been going on for so freaking long. And last night I did some badass work on them, for real. In fact, the little, I guess the little shaming tactic, because he could tell that it wasn't working. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. These types of creatures, they use shame, jealousy. I think that was who called me back, with somebody from Farmers Insurance. They use these certain shaming tactics. And for me, I've become literally just oblivious to it. And when this person, because what they do is they use whatever energy, whatever information they can to try to shame you, right? Well, he realized mid-show that he was not getting any energy. He realized that you could even tell. You could even tell that he realized that he just was not getting the energy that he wanted. So then what did he do like a coward? Threatened me. Basically threatened me. And it's like, what makes you think that, and I'm just telling y'all the way that it is. I'm telling you, it's so annoying. I love my kids that I have almost died for them a couple of different times due to the stress of being attacked by these reptilians. All they know is attack, attack, attack. They don't actually care about what it is that you're dealing with. They don't. That's all they know how to do. Yeah, I looked up Liberty, and Liberty was like extremely expensive. I just did a Liberty quote. I just did it, and I wasn't impressed at all. It was actually more expensive than Geico. So I'm gonna see what this other agent tells me, and then this was actually cheaper than Geico monthly, just a couple of dollars. Because guys, I don't commute to work, and I literally just drive to the grocery store. I never take any trips or anything like that. So I don't do a lot of driving. So I ain't trying to, pay rates of somebody that drives all the time. I literally just go to the store. Every now and then me and the kids try to leave the house. But see, when you've got these type of entities attacking you, they drain you. They do. I've actually, I've actually caught them trying to feed. So listen, whenever they come with any kind of false outrage, this is the feeding process. And last night, when he realized that he couldn't shame me for anything I've done, when he realized that he couldn't make me feel, it's like any kind of bad emotion, anything related to a false ego, anything. This is what they try to, dig up in you. And it's like, are you kidding me? I am extremely humble while I support my babies. This is why I do what I do every single day. It's not just for me, but it's for them. And I'm telling y'all, a lot of people think that these particular beings, that they are rich or something like that, and they're not. They're usually the lowest scumbag of the earth looking for an easy way out. Well, you know what I do is not easy. I could have easily went and worked for Amazon, or in Amazon, I think they're hiring people for like $17 or $18 an hour. I could have easily done that. Easily. Well, I think my background noise would have probably been off the chain, because I don't have a private office. What I do as a spiritualist is not easy, but I've been learning, I swear to y'all, I've been learning how to transmute this negative energy. And I've really been learning that, because before I was so sensitive to it. I was so sensitive to it. So for example, when I do a ritual for my clients, I'm getting that stuff done so quickly as I can. I don't play around, especially if it's a hex remover, if it's a cleanse. And I've actually dealt with clients that have those reptilian energies coming for them, and they'll try to come for me. And the only thing that helps with the draining process that they do is caffeine. I found that I either have to have some kind of coffee or something. You know what I'm saying? Because they can be very draining. And what's so sad is that they're not necessarily benefiting from the energy. It's like you can't see that this is what you're doing. So, for example, he thought that I was going to allow him to just sit there. And typically, when he does it, that's why I did it at like 3 o'clock in the morning, probably because he assumed that I was asleep. But my spirit guides led me straight to his channel, and we did like a little ritual, little candle work on them is what typically works, unless they have gotten you caught up in something that advances from there. Because if you just ignore them, because a lot of people will say, oh, just ignore them. That is really and honestly the worst thing that you can do. Okay. If people are spreading rumors about you, if people are speaking on your family, you absolutely cannot ignore them, because they don't allow you to ignore them. Catavia, more than likely a cleanse is going to be what you need. You're going to need a cleanse, is what I can sense that you need. And you can try to take a cleansing bath, but what I can sense is that I can definitely see something that's around your third eye. It's something that's very parasitic, and it's like it's literally in the middle of your third eye, literally. So anyway, guys, I don't know. I know that we're currently in the process of moving out of this address, because that's the worst thing that, and see, for me, I'm not the type of person that runs. I'm not. I don't have anything to hide. So I'm not the type of person that runs. So this is why I'm still living in this house. Part of the reason, because I'm not the type of person that's just going to let somebody move and scoop me around. I'd rather fight the situation head on. I'm not no punk. And what they'll literally do is they'll do things like call the police, call DFACS, and say, hey, this person is online talking to somebody that said something. And it's like, but there's no crime that's been committed. So they waste everybody's energy. It's a waste of gas. It's a waste of another person's energy. It just really sucks. It really does. And at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my kids like a bear. Is basically how I protect my babies. I don't play that. I really honestly don't. The reason why they attack the children of the single mothers is because they, at any moment, probably, especially if they're under some kind of investigation, then they want to transfer that energy to you when you're not doing anything and you're innocent in the situation. By the way, guys, I'm going to come back in a few minutes here because I want to talk to y'all about burning your ancestor money, because I've been doing it every day, and I've seen so much results from it. Because usually when these beings will start attacking, you can tell that they're actually penetrating your energy force because you start to get nervous. You start to get nervous. You know what I'm saying? You start to kind of feel anxiety. When you feel that anxiety, that is literally them sucking energy out of you. I'll come back and talk to you guys about that in a couple of minutes. I just wanted to come and let you guys know that I know exactly what y'all going through. They do it every single day, looking for somebody to attack and looking for somebody to feed off of. And there's one on here. This guy literally claims that people are attacking and stalking him, but there's no energy that you can get from him. Why would somebody need to do that? True Justice Moon Goddess says, I'm in pain right now from an attack. Okay, guys, you don't have to come to me for spiritual work for this advice. Get you some red candles, red and white. And for example, last night, I play frequencies while I'm asleep. I play frequencies in the house while I'm asleep. I have an 8-hour frequency. Actually, a couple of the ones that I use, they're live and they loop 24/7. There's a lot of amazing ones here on YouTube. The ones that I really like is the Native American flute. Those are really, really good because what they're doing is they're sending frequencies to you. Okay, and this is not like a normal person that says something and then they kind of just go away and don't bother you. No, they're constantly trying to feed off of you. And they claim that they're trying to do it for donations. No, they're not. They're not trying to do that for donations. They're trying to do that literally because they want energy. And so if you're experiencing a lot of that stuff, you've got to put up your psychic defense. Yeah. Your husband has been acting crazy trying to send you to jail for what? You know what? You don't, if you want to, you are more than welcome. Any of you guys at any time you are more than welcome to come and get a reading. At any time, you can come and get readings. They're not free, but you know, like my 30-minute readings are, I think they're 45 right now. Hold on, let me see how much my 30-minute readings are. Because that sounds like you got an emergency situation going on. Why would your husband be trying to send you to jail? That's crazy. Yeah, my 30-minute readings, even though my flash sale is over, 30-minute readings are 45. And my 60-minute readings are 80, and you can get a spell consultation for 75. Unfortunately, if you are dealing with like a husband that could possibly be a hybrid. Oh, you're under the devil's yoke. Yeah. So you pulled the devil card. Well, you better get your candles because candles is one of the main things that I use. I don't use candles for all of my work. I actually there's other stuff that I use, but keeping those white emergency candles around, keeping them around is so valuable. You can actually get them for like 6 for $1 at Family Dollar. Okay, those are so good to have around. And what I do is I actually use mirrors too, because you can reflect that energy back to them. But it's going to be candles, frequencies, water. All of those can be used, as well as mirrors, especially when you know the person that is attacking you, and typically they will attack you head on. I know I got attacked last night, but the problem was that when I started to put that reflection back out on him, he could not handle it. He could not. In fact, he started talking about something else. He started talking about something else. Because, once you've done that, and once a person knows exactly what you're doing, you're just feeding off of people is what you're doing. I really believe his mother is working through him to get to me. Well, that's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. What you doing, honey? Oh. Well, we can order her a crib tomorrow. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me. Her bottle. Okay. Look up Boswellia online. It's not expensive. Also used for inflammation and joint problems. I use it to cure bowel inflammation successfully. Oh, okay. Well, I know that when I was being attacked last night, I did exactly what my spirits told me to do. And, you know, because a lot of times, like, I don't even, I don't, I told this person that my spirits were watching them. You know what I'm saying? And so normally what will happen is that this guy will be up at all hours of the night harassing my family, literally. And I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be irritable and tired and I was just like, what is going on with this person? This person is not normal. This is not normal for a person to be able to do that. And then I started to slowly realize what this person was. And last night, he couldn't even handle hearing somebody tell him what he was because, I think that they know, especially when you are displaying the most disgusting, repugnant behavior. You may want to just take the printer upstairs.
No, just turn it on.
It's not enough plugs, and then you also need to print it from upstairs, from the computer upstairs.
I don't really know how to. Can you help me? I don't know where.
You just plug it in and then plug the USB in.
No, I know, but I don't know what folder to start this in.
Just search for your name. It's under Danielle birth certificate or birth certificate. It'll come up. So yeah, I'm not allowing them to screw up, any of my days at all because I appreciate the life that God has given me. I appreciate the children that God has given me. You know what's so funny is that this person doesn't know me. This person doesn't know anything about the relationships that I have with people in real life. But this person has actually came online and said things like, screw them children, talking about his own children. Screw those children. I wish that my children were not black. But then and it's so and you're thinking, what is wrong with you? Like, we have all heard this person say that he does not care about his children, his own children. And literally the only reason why he takes care of them is because the state forces him to do it. Now, that's pretty sad when the state has to force you to take care of your kids, and that's why he's angry and bitter. And I'm so glad that my oldest is 19 and my two daughters, they are, younger than that, but they are much more responsible. And I can see them, all getting out on their own. Thank God for that, because I'm going to tell y'all something. For years, I dealt with somebody like that. And, unfortunately, they have procreated with women. But I don't believe that the children are anything necessarily like them unless you allow them to have some sort of influence over them. But with my ex was he just was because every man that's like that is not necessarily a demon. You know what I'm saying? Um, because his daughter, my oldest daughter, is doing really good. She's doing really good. All of my kids are doing good. And I keep having strange dreams about birds, but in my dream, I'm in my childhood home with birds. They wasn't trying to attack me, but it was so weird. I noticed that I've been having some very, very vibrant dreams as well, very detailed oriented. Mm-hmm. So, girl, not just Scorpio moon, like they've been acting strange towards me for the past 4 years. I'm telling you, they do not have the right to take your energy. They do not have the right to, because they can't get it from you. And he's actually bragged. He's actually bragged, and it's probably because he's literally sucked dry all of the people around him. Hi, Triple Darkness. Thank you for the dedication. Even though I'm not promiscuous at all, but that was sweet of you. I think they're jealous of the ability to feel, the fact that people have the ability to feel. Yeah, that's exactly what they want. That's exactly what they want. I'm so wavy. I ain't never heard of that. Thank you. Okay. I'm so far, guys, from what I can see, Geico has actually been the least expensive insurance that I can see. It's so weird. But somebody else was actually supposed to be texting me a quote, but I haven't received it yet. Thank you, Jamila, for your advice. I have to go, but I will be back for your next discussion. Bless you for imparting some of your knowledge to us. You guys are welcome. I've been dealing with them for quite some time. I would really hate to see them go and start attacking other mothers, but it sounds like they're already doing it. East Inshore One. Okay, let me see what that is. Yes, hon. I don't see Okay, here. No, this is in Illinois. I don't think this would. I don't think that would.
Huh?
I think that's something that's in Illinois, huh?
Can you help me? I only got like 10.
Okay. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I'll see y'all later. I love you. If you guys need to reach me, I do have openings for today. I have a couple of openings for today, but I'll see y'all later. Okay. I'll try to get, thank you, Triple Darkness. I'll try to get some readings uploaded today, a little bit later. There was some readings that I wanted to do. So I'll see y'all later. Okay. Love and light.